I have no connections to Windermere whatsoever. The Stafford family have no connections.
Have local connections under the housing legislation.
And what does the housing legislation state as? Is that not discriminatory?
Would you like me to send you some leaflets and details?
No, I'm speaking to you. That'll be fine by me. You know, obviously you know what you're talking about. I wouldn't be talking to you. What's your name again? Sorry.
It's Pam. Pam Hine. Hine.
Pam Hine from South Lakeland District Council.
That's right. Yeah.
And you're advising me that when I become homeless on the 13th of November,
you need to pledge your local authority.
No, I won't be. This won't be my local authority. You know,
it's your local authority because that's where you've been living.
No, but they're throwing me out. They're evicting me.
But they're still your local authority.
No, they're evicting me. So as soon as the day they evict me, because as they've told me, they'll put everything in a skip. I'm taking my rucksack and my dog, and I'm walking on the train, and I'll be in Windermeer train station within an hour and a half, homeless.
Well, that's fine, but you would be referred back to Preston again.
Why would I be referred to Preston when Preston?
That's where your local connection is.
That's how, so how do the Polish people go on them?
Sorry? You have to have lived and worked in the area.
I know, how do the Polish people go on?
You have to have lived or worked in the area for over 6 months.
I have to have lived and worked in it. So I have to become homeless in Windermere, Keswick, wherever, Kendal.
Lived and worked in the area, yes.
Well, I'm 55 years old, disabled. So how would I possibly live and work in the area?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Your local connection is with Preston.
I have no connections. My father's just died.
You have your local connection. You've been living there for 6 years.
I've been living here for a lot longer than 6 years, but it's not a local connection.
It's your local connection with that authority. And that's the authority you have to apply to for homeless.
I won't be homeless in Preston. I'll be in Windermere the day I'm homeless.
Came up this way, we could take a homeless application from you, but then we would refer you back to Preston.
Why would you want to refer me back to Preston if I was living in Windermere? Sorry?
Because Preston is your local connection.
No, I will be in Windermere. I'm going back to my family where I know where my family are.
That doesn't create a local connection because they're uncles and cousins.
That's the only family I have left.
I can't tell you any more, Mr. Stafford.
No, you answer my question. That's the only family I have left apart from my mother, who's seriously ill.
You don't create a local connection.
It doesn't create a local connection, so I have no other family.
I think you've been told this by South Lakes Housing, haven't you?
Sorry?
You've been told this by South Lakes Housing.
I've been told what?
That you don't have a local connection to this area.
No, not at all. I wasn't told by South Lakes Housing at all.
I've got this in writing in front of me.
So I have no connections to the Lake District area of England?
No, you don't.
I don't. Right.
Under the housing legislation.
And can you send me actually the details of the housing legislation?
No problem. But I've got your address here, 38
Sintra Avenue,
Ashton, Preston.
Yeah, but if it's not there before the 13th, they'll be evicted.
13th of
November.
Okay, I'll pop it in the post to you.
Well, don't go away, because I'm interested in what you've got to say about this. So do you have anyone above you?
Yes, I do, yes.
Yeah, could I speak to them, please?
Just hold the line, please.
Thank you. That could be that I've been cut off then. I missed the first part of that call because she's phoned 15 minutes early, but she's been obstropolous, arrogant, and up her own arse, to be honest, right from the word go. I think she might have put me on hold. I'm not sure. She's phoned me, and it's still live, hopefully. can tell you now, I would never ever get in touch with Preston Council saying what I was. Preston Council are corrupt. There is no doubt about it.
Mr. Stafford.
Hello.
Hi, I'm just briefing Kevin Earl on your case, and I'll put you through.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, is that Mr. Stafford?
It is, and you are?
My name's Kevin Earl.
Kevin Earl, yeah.
Right. What's your circumstances, Mr. Stafford? You have a tenancy in Preston, I believe.
I have a tenancy in Preston where I'm due to be evicted on the 13th. Yeah, the 13th of November.
Right, okay. Well, is that Gateway Housing Association?
It is, yeah.
Right.
Right, yeah.
17th of November, did you say?
13th of November,
November,
yeah.
right. What's the reason for that?
Well, the reason basically is I've been a single parent 15 years. I brought my son up, blah, blah, blah. I've just lost my father, actually. He was a Windermeer born and bred man. And it was motor neuron. It was a long-suffering illness. Long story short, my son's been living with me for 15 years. He's got himself a job. He works in Manchester. He's driving an old Fiat Punto car of ours backwards and forwards to Manchester, and he's on £220 a week, but his class is a non-dependent. And they wanted £50 a week rent off him for the last 4 months. Well, he just hasn't had it to pay.
Right.
So they're evicting us on rent arrears.
Are you in rent arrears at the moment?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
So have they served you with a notice?
I've actually got the date of the court today, the 13th.
So they've been to court?
It's been to court on numerous occasions because there was what they class as a claim for housing benefit. When he got the apprenticeship, which was classed as a college apprenticeship, I didn't declare it. They thought they carried on paying housing benefit.
Yeah.
So they've now said that he, because he was working, he should have been paying that rent. So they've backdated it. But
is there any chance that you can negotiate some agreement with Gateway Housing Association?
I've just had a solicitor who's lost the case today, and like I say, me and Gateway Housing Association, I'm not really allowed to deal with them because they've given me such. I'm being treated for aggravated depression actually, and they are the main people who are causing that problem,
Right, okay.
Right, but I have the eviction order today here off the court, Preston County Court.
Okay.
The claim number and everything, and they're coming at 12:30. They're coming at 12:30. They're coming at 12:30 on the 13th of November.
Did you say you got a solicitor acting on your behalf?
I do, yeah.
Right, okay. Have they suggested appealing against the...
It's been appealed twice. They've already got a suspended possession order on the property.
Yeah, right.
It's been appealed twice, and I just don't want any more of these threats. The threats have been horrendous, It's just.
Right. Is your son still living with you, or are you?
He's only home. He's only home 2 or 3 nights a week. But as they say, unless he changes addresses, he's still classed as living here, and he is. I've brought him up for 15 years through very difficult circumstances. It's been a very difficult time, and he's fine now. And the last thing I'm going to do is kick him out of his home.
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, that's. I think in those have you approached Preston City Council concerning?
I can't deal with Preston City Council or Gateway. They're both the same company. They're both connected through people who've worked there a lifetime together.
Gateway, I believe I'm right in saying that they took over the housing.
Yeah, they bought every property for £1 each, And I've only recently found out last week that the person who's been dealing with me for Gateway is the head of the communication at Gateway, has been at Preston Council since 1990.
I don't know the circumstance, but I imagine that they transferred staff across. Yeah, Preston Council and the Housing Association will be completely independent now. If you are at risk of homelessness, you need to...
I am at risk of homelessness, but as I've just said to the lady before, the day they throw me out of here, which is the 13th at 12:30, I am coming back home to where I was born in Windermere, to where the majority of my family I've lived in either Windermeer or Kendal all their lives, and I shall be homeless on Windermeer train station from about 4:30 on the 13th of November.
What could happen, Mr. Stafford, is that we could say to you a number of things. One, yes, you are homeless, but if you are a single person, we might not have any duty towards you at all. But we could
a 55-year-old disabled person, you have no duty towards me.
We could say that. Added to that, we could say that you'd contributed to your homelessness because of not paying your rent.
No, my son is a non-dependent. He's not paid the rent, not me.
Well, the Housing Association and the court have obviously decided that you as the tenant are liable, even though he should have been paying you so that you could pay.
He hasn't got the money to pay me. He's on £220 a week. He's paying £80 a week in car insurance and petrol.
Yeah.
Yeah? He's 19 years old. Sorry, just turned 20. Yeah?
But you've the result of this is that you've lost your home because of this, and that was the most important thing, wasn't it? Your home. Our advice is that you go and speak to Preston City Council.
That's the only advice you can give me. You can do no more than that. From South Lakeland City Council.
You're in Preston, and you're being evicted from a property.
I will be in Windermere the day I'm evicted. I'm coming home. My parents, my father, spent his whole life in the old college gardens. Do you know Windermere?
I don't know where that is.
No. Where are you from?
I'm not from Windermere.
Whereabouts are you from?
Well, it's not from Windermere.
You've not got a Westmoreland accent either, have you?
No. Well,
where you were from originally?
I came from Lincolnshire.
You came from Lincolnshire, and you're telling me about connections of the Lake District, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Because you're living in Preston at the moment, and your links are with Preston. Now, our advice is to go and see them. They may not be in a position to provide you with any accommodation, but they can give you some advice and assistance.
I tell you what you are, mate. All of you, from Preston City Council to South Lakeland District Council, listen to me. Let me finish, right? You're just a bunch of robots, aren't you? You don't listen to any kind of sympathy, empathy. You have no consideration for anybody other than yourselves, have you? You're a robot, mate. You should go back to Lincolnshire and start picking spuds. See you later, mate.
To be offensive, I'm just going to put